Hey everybody, what's going on? It's me, Big for One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 2 of our 0 overall rebuild here with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Kind of going over so far who we have here. Roberto Ponce did really solid. Let's actually check to see if we have any awards. We're not going to have MVP or Cy Young or a batting title. We did not get Rookie of the Year. J.J. Dillon was actually on here. Okay. Not surprising. But again, picking up right where we left off, Roberto Ponce, J.J. Dillon. We traded for Chris Bubich. We got a lot of, decent people here now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 people out of, the 87 that we're going to need. So far we're getting there. Let's see who wins the World Series. And it's the Rays over the Dodgers in the 2024. Of course, we have a lot more people this year retire, mostly starting pitching. So, not bad. Mad Max retires. Mel Lanson also retired. Not many for a lot of people, at least in there. And, of course, Max sure does make the Hall of Fame. We have no exclusive free agents, so we're just going to go ahead and sim to free agency 1. And I will go ahead and offer these contracts. And we'll go ahead and get this going. We have also no arbitration, so I'll be right back, and I will talk to you about who we decide to pick up in free agency. In free agency, kind of, again, telling you who we've kind of picked up. We went ahead and decided to go with Jose Leclerc. Really good hits per 9. We need a closer, so might as well grab him up. He didn't really pitch a lot of games in the last couple of years. Only had 4 saves, but he's going to be our main closer. He had a 4.7 ERA. You never know, he might do very good, and we could honestly trade him off if we want to. Yeah, let's kind of see what happens in free agency. Soto goes to the Orioles. That is pretty good. Burns goes to the Mets. Danny Jansen goes to the Giants. Shane Bieber goes to the Phillies. Minter goes to the Twins. Clay Holmes to the Braves. Fried goes to the Twins. Lopez goes to the Orioles. Santander goes to the White Sox. Adames goes to the there, and Teoscar Hernandez gets traded. Bregman. All right, Rule 5 draft now. We do, again, have the number 1 pick. And I think I'm going to go with probably the best option here for us, and it's Vidal Brujan, who is for some reason here. There's also Greg Jones, switch hitter that can play shortstop and center. But we actually don't have a shortstop yet. But, we do have a couple second basemen, but I can only... Well, J.J. Dillon can't play short. Like, Sonnenberg is going to be our main guy. He's also got 99 durability. I just realized that. I did not know that. He went down in stealing and base run aggressiveness. Just now saw that as well. Kind of a yikes, but he went up to a 60. We're going to take Vidal Brujan, kind of be that bridge gap until Sonnenberg's ready. That's the only guy who we can grab. So, yeah. And, of course, still doing that. We still have our, all of our stuff. Gonna take a look around not the depth chart, the lineups. So Brujan, McAllister, Ponce, Dillon, Wilson, and of course the 3 guys here. And then our pitching rotation will be Bubich, Martin, Billings, and Armstrong. And then I think there's a couple people down in the minor leagues that it got sent down. Like Blanco, I'm fine with him being down there. He's a 67. I kind of want to start getting these guys a little bit more in the minors to be ready for us here down the road. Because Vinto, Pedroza, Gates, and Blanco are going to be our main guys going forward. And I think we might even trade Chris Bubich at the end of the season. Or beginning, like in the season. Try to get some things out of him, but who knows. Danner is our only relief pitcher, pretty much, besides Jose Leclerc. and Fritz Black, who is down Double A. Of course, we have a ton of catchers. No first baseman, so we don't have a first baseman. Peyton Wilson and, of course, Sonberg and Rufus Jones are down in the minor leagues. No third baseman, no shortstops. Left field is Jared Huff. He's going to be down in the minor leagues. I was thinking about having him start for us, since he's only a C potential. And you know what? I'm actually going to do that. He is going to come up to be in the major leagues, pretty much as our main left fielder. Pratt will stay in AAA. McAllister will be our center fielder, and Ponce will be our right fielder with Mendoza as a kind of a backup role. And then we just basically need to fill out Double A and just moving people up. So I'm going to do this real quick, and then we'll get on with the season. We were back in the draft. We did find Joel Tejera is the #1 overall person on our board. Again, it's another starter, but 88 to 98 potential, so he's already pretty much a B+. Really good velocity. Low hits per 9, which does kind of suck, but, you know, it's okay for right now. Then, of course, Kevin Aguila. I'm terrible with names. I apologize. So, yeah. At least for starting pitchers-wise, we did scout a little bit just because we have the better guy with pitchers-wise. Was scouting a lot of pitchers, so do have a little bit of at least knowledge for these guys, at least in the top 100, especially with these two being non-ranked and, you know, jumping up. Then, of course, we did have mainly our main focus was catchers. Daniel Tyler at 49, maybe the second round. Same thing with Henry Burkett, probably second round. And then a couple guys maybe later on, like 97, not bad, you know, maybe a fourth round. 99, again, maybe a fourth round pick if they're both available. First base, same thing as well. Manny Feliz, not bad as a switch hitter, too. He can play center, left, and right, and he's healthy. He's 27th. If he's there in the second round, probably picking him up. If he's not there, Charles Fox is our second option. If they're both not there, Floyd Trout is going to have to be our option at 35% scouted. So, you know. Now, of course, just getting some random guys down the way. We did scout, I think, a couple of center fielders like Lorenz. Look at those chops, by the way. I like those chops. And then right field, we have Jed Almanza, who's not looking too bad. But other than that, nothing really else to write home about. So let's go ahead and go to the draft. We have the second pick in this draft behind the Kansas City Royals. So I really hope they don't go with the starter. And I really hope they go with someone else. Because I'd be really upset if they go with the starter. I don't think that's the starter. It is not. They go with Chris Guy. He was also injured. So they didn't really do their homework. So we're going to go Joel Tejera. Starting pitcher. Let's get it. I am third pick here in this draft. I forgot who was third. I didn't look. It was the A's, and it's Frank. Did I see Franco? I thought I saw Franco. Franco. Miguel Franco did go. He was ranked 4th on our board. So again, not too worried about that. And I definitely want to get some guys. Definitely, you know, trying to get our main catcher and first baseman, but of course they're later on in the draft, so maybe you can pick him up. He's ranked 47th if no one scouted him, or maybe even 34th. You know, one of these two would definitely be what we need. Mainly Manny Feliz, though. Ibarra, then Duarte just went. Santana went. We had him kind of scouted, wasn't fully. On to the next, and they are both there. We're going to go Manny Feliz, 100%, ranked 27th. We got him at 39. Last pick here in the second round. We don't have anyone else. At least scouted-wise, we could go Daniel Tyler. I mean, we're probably going to go Daniel Tyler here. We need a catcher. Welcome to the Pirates. We have back-to-back picks. We're going to go ahead and go Henry Burkett as well. Get another Catcher. Then I'm going to go Richard Gray. He was ranked. He was not ranked. He has low potential, so maybe. I don't know about going low potential, though. This guy's 35% scouted. Like most of these guys are. This guy's actually 85%, 75 to 93. That's a catcher. Like, we mostly scouted catchers and first baseman because that's what we need. I'm going to go with Richard Gray. No. I'm going to go James Vasquez. Maybe get the diamond in the rough. Pick 5 here. This is where I'm going to go with Steven Garcia, another catcher. And then round 6 will be our final one. Of course, we're at 166. Honestly, we're just going to take a shot in the dark. And we are going to go... Honestly, do I just go a shot in the dark, or do I go with someone who I've at least somewhat scouted? I'm going to go Christopher Milano. I need a first baseman. He's gonna be it. No one was injured, so that's nice. I definitely want to see who else we had on our board kind of went in the first round. Who is kind of... Okay, Aguila went 7 to the Rockies, who was ranked 2nd. A couple guys we didn't scout went. Almanza went 18 to the Mets. We'll definitely have to take a look around who had the best kind of draft again. I know I missed the first one, and I apologize, but not that at least we scout. Ken Scott went very high for what he was. Who else went that we kind of had scouted? Ortega we didn't have scouted too much. Okay, Duggan went at 50. That's a pretty solid pickup. I gotta remember to turn off my notifications. Tim Herman went 54 to the Yankees. Wong Wong. I think that's how you say it. That's a hell of a name. I kind of want to trade for this guy just because of the name. We're going to have to take a look at him, see if he was really good. But yeah, other than that, Joey McCain might have been a good guy, but we definitely have to see. Let's see when we can get... All right, there we go. Sign the draft picks. We have Tejera, who's already at 61%. Manny Feliz, who is already at 69%. Nice. And then go Steven Garcia. Garcia, I'm actually going to put at 1 just so we can get his 3% interest. You're at 70%. We get Manny Feliz. Tejera does not sign, but he stays at 61. Daniel Tyler. We get him pretty easily because he was already at a big percentage-wise. Burkett, we could probably sign instantly. We do. And these guys are pretty low scouting-wise, so we'll definitely have to scout them at least somewhat because I don't have them mostly scouted. So I'm going to finalize that 3 days. We're going to sim a little bit. Of course, just take all the L's. All right. He's at 65% now. Going up to 68%. Does not sign him again. Okay. You're at 60%. Steven Garcia signs. This will be our last 2 guys here. So, hopefully we can get his 3% interest. Done. All right, we're going to sim a couple days just to have them scouted. Yeah, we beat the Royals. We're 16 and 88 though, so that's not too bad. He's at 74%, and he still doesn't sign. Are you serious? You're at 74%. I know I didn't move the bar, but still. He doesn't even sign. I'm getting upset. And yet he signs at 65. I don't know. That guy didn't have good potential though, so there's that. This guy's at 89 and 99 potential. know. Whoops. I almost went to the... We do need to make our trade as well. You're at 82%. Thank you. You're at 93. He gets it. All right, cool. So that's everyone signed. Again, signing every one of our players. Now let's go ahead and make the trade. I'll be back here in just a second. So in this year, we're going to be trading away Chris Bubic. He hasn't really been great for us. Of course, you know, not many stars are going to be great for us, but, you know, besides the point. He's got a 5.62 ERA. He's only struck out 103 so far. In 22 games, actually been a lot more than in last year before he came over. So, not too shabby. Again, we signed him for 4 years, but we're going to give him up here for Ray McCall. Solid B potential, 19 years old, 63 overall. So, again, getting a solid, you know, minor league depth and probably could come up with us here in a little bit. We also are going to get Roger Tapia, a second baseman that could play shortstop for us in a couple years, maybe. He's 22, though, which does kind of suck. But we're going to take this trade, and that will be the trade for the season. I totally forgot to see who the draft picks was, and I apologize. But I remember this time. Don't worry. Joel Tejera, 72 overall, 98 potential. We hit on our second overall pick. So that is really, really nice. And then we drafted a bunch of 18-year-olds and 119 after the 21 guy. So Tejera pretty much already going to start as one of our better relievers. I'm going to have him sit in the minors for a little bit, maybe a year or two, just to get to that like 80 overall and just dominate as soon as he comes out. Manny Feliz, not bad for our first baseman on the squad. 55 overall. He's a switch hitter too, which actually is kind of nice. Then we went up ahead and picked Daniel Tyler as our first catcher. 56 overall, 89 potential. Really good pop as well already. Henry Burkett is kind of an all-around guy. So 50 overall, 87 potential. James Vasquez wasn't really the greatest of pitchers, but already really good hits per 9 already, which is solid. He might be a reliever for us kind of immediately to start, even though he's got 83 stamina. Steven Garcia was our other catcher. Again, can't really play secondaries at catcher, but, you know, it's depth at this point. And then Milano, good bat at first. He can probably just as a plug-and-play at first for right now, and then just kind of move on. So let's take a look around the league, see if there's anyone that we passed on. Dodgers did not have a good, or the Padres didn't have a good draft. There's a 97 Maurice Evans. Not bad. Not bad at all. Yankees didn't have a good draft. Neither did the Rays. They only had 185. 92 for John Richter, third baseman. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Yeah, Chris Guy was the #1 overall pick, and he has 70 potential. Not good. Not good at all. Hayes had a decent one. Blackwell's pretty nice at 92. But he's a closer, so, again, not really going to be worried about a closer. 380s by the Marlins, or 480s by the Marlins. 2 or 3 of them were high 80s as well. 86 for the Mets. Only 3 people signed for the Phillies. That's kind of weird. 86 for the Reds at Giovanni Sable. And yeah, so we had probably the best draft out of everyone. So our scouting has really, really come to play. But yeah, now I will see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of the season, we do go 23 and 139. So hey, we're making progress on this. I'll just kind of take a look at just lineups all together. Bruhan, up to a 74 overall, batting .236 for us. So that's actually a really good Rule 5 pickup. Calster batted .209. He did go up to a 56 overall. Ponce up to a 245. Pretty solid season. 25 home runs, 78 RBIs, 60 walks. Did strike out a little bit more, but did, again, play all 162 games. 325 on base. He had a 754 OPS. So not too bad. He had a 1.2 WAR compared to the negative 2.1 that he had last season. So really, really good job there. J.J. Dillon went way down. Peyton Wilson did go up. And then Jared Huff goes up to a 71. So not too bad. Not too bad there. Double A, Rufus Jones went up to a 63. So not too bad there. And Frank Mendoza goes up to a 54 with +5 to his power to the right. That was kind of the main focus there. Mark Pratt went up to a 67, +4 to power versus right. He actually went down in contact versus left, which kind of sucks, but kind of a decent year for him. And then Michael Sollenberg went +12 to his right in contact. I am so down for that. Like, really down for that. +6 to his power versus left when went down in contact. 80 speed, good defense. He has he had +6 reaction time too. So he could play for us here very, very soon. And pretty much start. And of course the pitching rotation. Blanco came up mid-season, 1-7, with a 3.84 ERA. So not too bad. Not too bad. Martin had a 4.61. He went 4-21. Billings 2-26 with a 5.31. And then Archie Denton with a 5.38. Armstrong, Garcia, Danner, Bautista, and Leclerc actually had a pretty solid season at 3.54. AA-wise, Edgar Escobar, who I don't think we've signed. I don't know why he's on the team. I'll have to go in and change that. But AAA, Richie Gates, not too shabby. Pedroza, again, not too shabby. Did go down his potential, which kind of sucks. But Vento up to a 61. Richie Rice, who again, we didn't sign most of these guys. So I'll have to go. But Ray McCall was one we got in the trade. He was actually up for us in 18 games. And then Fritz Black, who we did draft, was also up for us as well. So not too shabby. Let's end the offseason. Who we got? Phillies defeat the Angels in the 2025 World Series. And of course, we only have a couple people, more starting pitchers. And no one made the Hall of Fame. Oh, I can't check that. I passed it. I'm very upset. We're going to go ahead again, sim to free agency 1. And I will be right back after I sign everybody. All right, so to start free agency, again, we can't go after the big names until we make the playoffs. So can't go after Vlad, can't go after Kyle Tucker, can't go after Vladimir Guerrero. Didn't even get a qualifying offer. Neither did Bo. But yeah, there's some big names. But we decided to go after Alex Reyes, relief pitcher, A potential 77. Honestly, he's gonna be trade bait halfway through the season, and we could probably get some very, very good prospects for him, especially with the A potential. So hopefully we can get something good for him. And yeah, I definitely need to check the transactions report. We'll go after Genesis Cabrera on a 3-year deal worth $10 million. Maybe we get him. I think we did. We did. All right, so we did sign him finally. We did sign Genesis Cabrera. So maybe Genesis Cabrera will be our guy that we trade away. He did not have a good year with St. Louis, so hopefully he can definitely be a better option for us down the road. But we're not going to select Shreve because I don't think he's part of our roster anyways. Rule 5 draft. Got a couple of trades going on. Med Rosario. Let's go to the draft again. Number 1 team. Who is here that we can pick up? Maybe a reliever. Again, just fill out the reliever position. Because that would be kind of nice. Maybe we go after a first baseman because we don't have one. Or a third baseman since we don't have one. Or a shortstop. I mean, it's just kind of... Who do we go after here? Maybe... I feel like we have to go reliever just because we need some relief pitching. And we're going to get the lefty Victor Gonzalez. Might as well. All right, here we are in Here we are in the second draft of the episode. We did our due diligence in starting pitching again, as well as a little bit of outfielders, but a lot of shortstops. And let me tell you, there's a lot of good, decent shortstops. Neil Dobbins was ranked 83rd. He's ranked 18th on our board. He can play second and third and has really good contact already versus left. So he could, honestly, if he's very good, he's low overalls, but, you know, decent potential, possible. They're both 18, so it's really hard to tell. But he has really good interest already to join. Russell Chu is also a good one to have. Patrick Watson kind of like our third option in case they're both gone. Same thing with Darius McLeod. Kind of like the backup options for us. We did do a little bit of third baseman too. Jeff Stoitsidias. We're going to go with that. Decent, maybe a second round pick. We actually have 2 first round picks this year. So it's actually going to kind of be nice. Curtis Williams is another, but kind of low potential. We'll probably go with Will Gibbs over him, just because that potential rating is a lot better. But other than that, again, a lot more pitching. We did get this right fielder of Arturo Guzman as well, so not bad for, there. But we're picking third, so we just kind of need to get where we're at. I want Arroyo, the number 2 draft on our board. If not him, we're going Linsco, who's number 3. 50 to 66 overall already as 18, and he's a 77 to 93. This guy's going to be really good, I think. Brady Davis will kind of be our 4th option in case they're all 3 gone, but I don't see them being all gone. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the draft and see who's picking 1 through 3. Of course, we are number 3. The Rockies and the Diamondbacks get 1 and 2. So let's see what the Rockies go with here for the first overall pick. I totally clicked off of it. We'll see here in just a second. I'm sorry. I totally clicked off of it. The Diamondbacks.
Think I lost my mind.
Go with
Reality so hard to find.
Bryson. Okay. They went with Steven Languita, or Languidua. I am terrible with names. He was also injured, so he's probably not going to be that overall. Well, both of them are here. We're going to go with Johan Arroyo. Yeah, another starting pitcher. Arroyo, welcome to the Pirates. I definitely want to see where Linsco goes. Linsco and Brady Davis are like the 2 I kind of passed up on. I would definitely want to see where they go. Oscar Lopez goes to the A's. He was not good at all. Although really good overall already, so he could instantly start for him. But I just don't know. I kind of want to see where these guys fall here in the first round. Brady Davis goes to the Mets, so we'll definitely have to take a look at that. So Brady Davis goes to the Mets. He opted out. I think Arroyo was healthy, so that's nice. Gary Harris. Okay, we had him at 13th. It wasn't fully scouted, but another decent pick. Neil Dobbins, one of the wow. I'm surprised Neil Dobbins goes this early, but he does. So one of our shortstops go in the 8th pick in this draft, and that kind of sucks because he was very, very interested in coming to the squad. Was really surprised the Red Sox picked him up there too. So who was the other guy that Linsco goes to the Giants? But we still have Russell Chu. So we're going to go with Russell Chu, the shortstop. And then right after that, we're going to go with Jeff Stoitsidias. I'm going to have a terrible couple of names to try to pronounce there. But we're going to take a shortstop and a third baseman. Here on the third, do we have anyone else that's somewhat decent? I mean, Curtis Williams, though, it doesn't have good overall or good potential. I'd rather go with Darius McLeod at 73. Fourth, I mean, Curtis Williams is still there, too. I'm going to take a shot in the dark on Will Gibbs. Oh, I'm not at my pick. Oh, that's because I picked Darius McLeod. Wait. Did I not simulate? I didn't simulate. Whoops, my fault. I'm at a loss. Well, Will Gibbs is here. We're going to go ahead and take Will Gibbs. 5th round. We're going to take a shot in the dark with a pitcher that we know kind of nothing about. Adam Garcia. Welcome to the squad. I even know a little bit about him. Last pick in the draft. We're going to go ahead and pick up another. This guy's got good potential, maybe. 50% scouted. We'll take Johnny Kearns. Boom. That's it for the picks. Again, we'll have to go around and see who we have. Man, this one's a while for us to sign draft picks. Yeah, get a Wario because we need his interest. 6 interest on 3 days. Nice. We'll go Chew. And let's go with a guy that has really high scouting already, that has high interest. Darius McLeod. I could probably sign him immediately. I can. Not bad. I'm going to sign Will Gibbs, too. I can. Let's go. I want Kearns scouted. I can't sign a Wario just yet. Chu gets 2 interest. Can I just offer him 1.6? Wait, wow, okay, he's signed instantly. We'll go this guy. Get those 2 guys scattered. We'll skip a couple days. Hey, we just won back-to-back games. Chill Random with the win with an 11 ERA. Yikes. He's at 50%. He's at 82, 138, 85 to 98 potential. Hold the phone. Even though he's 21 overall and 51 to a 54 overall. Same thing with Adam Garcia. Not bad potential. Really not bad potential. Are you serious? Oh, he's at 62. I thought he was at something else. I'm sorry. And then, of course, we don't win any of 3 of the next games. Yeah, he's at 84. Now he's at 89. We get him. Adam Garcia. We get him. Oh, so it goes down with if I have people. Okay, that makes more sense. Well, plus 5 interest is going to be nice. I want to get him scouted, so we'll just sim 3 days. He's an 85%. He's at 58. We sign him. How about I give you just all the money? We sign him. Let's go. All right. Well, again, everyone signed, so let's just go ahead and simulate to the 29th, just before the trade deadline. And let's go ahead and make our trade. I'll be right back. Honestly, unfortunately, the best person that we could get here was Leyland Starr, a closer from the Royals, A potential, 63 overall. Genesis Cabrera has not been good with a 7.27 ERA. He's 0-9. Apparently, he's starting games. I don't know why, but we just need to get rid of him. So, yeah. 99 potential Will Gibbs. This was a hell of a draft, especially late. 3 A potentials for us. Arroyo was an 88, which kind of sucks because I thought he was going to be a lot higher than that. But Russell Chu, 87. Really solid. Good speed. He just needs to work on his bat. Same thing with Stroits to Diaz. Actually, really good overall already for an 18 at 78 overall. So not bad, or 78 potential. Darius McLeod, 78 potential as well. Will Gibbs, though. Good bat. Not so much pop, but good fielding, good speed, or decent speed, decent stealing. And, solid contact already. He could, make his way. We actually scout him at 73 to 95, and he's a 99. Adam Garcia, again, late round selection, 91 potential. Johnny Kearns, late round selection, 92 potential. Low overalls, but hopefully they'll be in the minors to at least get some stuff going. So is there any other ones that we missed out on? Castro we did miss out on, but I don't think we scouted him very much. Lenskow was an 88 overall potential at 61 overall. And there was Sewell. I think I started to scout, but it wasn't at the very end. Neil Dobbins. Neil Dobbins, 99 potential. We passed up on him, which does hurt because we could add 2 99s in this draft. There is Ray Jill, another 99. This draft was insane. Another 99. So that's 3 already in this draft alone. There's a 98 of Patrick Davis. This draft was insane. Granted, he's 46 overall at 19, which he's gonna take a while, but yeah, this is an insane draft class that we just witnessed here. 61. Yikes. Brewers did not have a good draft class, but 399 overall potentials. And yeah, that's really solid. Let's simulate to the end of the season and kind of see how everyone did. All right, again, so at the very end of the season, we go 22 and 140. So, again, not the best. This time we'll actually look at awards, because I forget to. Shohei Ohtani with the Reds is still insane to me. Shane Bieber gets the Cy Young. Acuna gets the batting title. Diaz gets reliever of the year. Kyle Harrison won the last year that I forgot to look at for at least rookie of the year. Do we get anyone here? We're probably not going to win a Gold Glove. There ain't no way. Do we get any Silver Sluggers, maybe? Eloy's on the Braves? That's actually an insane roster. Looks like no, but let's look at the roster. Roberto Ponce is now 79 overall. He's about to be an 80 overall. Brujan, 77. He went up. Tejera, 76. He's got +7 to his hits per 9. That's insane. Let's just look at it by position. Blanco, 75 overall. Not bad. Eric Martin, he's up to a 71. Tim Billings, he went up in his hits per 9. That's what we need. Armstrong, walks in his K his Ks and walks per 9 went up really good. I wish that +7 was in his hits per 9 rather than the other way around. Rich Gates, +5 to his hits per 9, so not bad. James Vasquez, really good hits per 9 already. It does go up to a 65. And that's when we get into, I don't think Vento though, +6 to Ks per 9. He really didn't do too much in this season, so that kind of sucks for his development. McCall up to a 65. Other than that, don't really mind about these guys. I'll release him here at the very end of the season. Fritz Black up to a 70, so he might be in the bullpen for us next season, especially with 68 hits per 9. Good walks or good Ks per 9 at least, pretty decent. Really good home runs per 9, but that really doesn't matter. Leland Starr, the guy we got in the trade, up to a 64. Catchers wise, Daniel Tyler goes up to a 59 overall. +4 to his contact or +4 to both contacts, I guess. Did go down to a 69. Nice in his power versus left. Henry Burkett. Why did I say Bucket? Burkett. +3 to contact, +5 to power, so really solid for him. And then Steven Garcia went +9 to power versus lefties. +6 for his contact and +4 in power against right. So not too bad. Not too bad for our catchers. First base, nothing really right home about. Feliz got 59. Milano's at a 59. Second base, Dylan's now down to a 67. Sohnberg is now up to a 67. No one at third, no one at short. Huff is now a 70. Really good against lefties, but that's about it. Pratt is now a 69. Nice. And then Johnny McAllister's down to or up to a 59. And of course, right field is Mendoza at 56. So not too shabby of a season. So again, very, very good season for us, or that's, drafting wise as well as, trading wise and everything. But yep, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series so far. Again, try to get these out once a week, so I will have a bunch of stuff already recorded. So if you guys do write down in the comment section down below, I'll probably see it in another episode, and we'll kind of share it to you after that. But again, if you guys like the video, hit that like button down below. It really helps out the channel, as well as subscribe if you guys are new. Again, really helps out the channel. I think we're at like 220 something, which is just an insane number from where we were at early on this year. Yeah. So I appreciate everyone for hanging on out, watching the video. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.